There's the next case, and well, the intermediate stop's going to be right on top of that scaffolding, and then from there it'll go into that space right there. So no time like the present. There it is up on top of the scaffolding. It went from there to there, but not by itself. It's kind of scary. I only had one hand on it and had to drag it up. But it's up there now. In place. Now it's time to screw it into the wall. Well, this mistake's embarrassing. So far I've just been things that anybody could do, but I'm feeling pretty silly on this one. Okay, this is the left cabinet. The topmost left cabinet. And these shelves are screwed into the back, through the back. When I attached the back, I screwed them in here by every 5 to 6 inches because it's just 3/4 inch ply, and that's not really strong enough to hold the weight of books all the way across. You know, it starts sagging, so I screwed them in. And then I screwed the back into the wall, into the studs, and hopefully that'll transfer all the weight to the studs. And I've got that pretty much going on all the way. But on this one, I screwed the back on, but only around the perimeter. I forgot to screw it into the shelves before I brought it up. Didn't realize until I started screwing the back into the wall and started separating from the shelves, and I said, oh no. So now I'm having to retro screw it, which I'm using Kreg screws, and then I'll have to fill it in with plugs, and then filler, sand it. Well, I guess if it's not, that part's not going to be so bad because I still have to put the face frame on. I'm putting the Kreg screws on those too for the same reasons, to transfer some of the weight so it doesn't sag, so the face frame actually contributes to the structural rigidity. Anyway, so that's where it is. I'm putting in Kreg screws right now. Why so many holes right in the same area? Because you figure out where the studs are in the wall cavity, and then you draw plumb lines up so that you can keep track of them. But the problem is the studs inside the wall cavity are never plumb, nor are they straight. So they go all over the place. So you drill and sometimes the screw doesn't hit the studs. So you got to kind of search around for it a little bit. There. Eventually you find it. Anyway, next two pieces are up. Gosh, I can't get far back. I can't get back far enough to get the whole thing in. But there it is. Those are the two parts we put in right there. Or I put in. Ha, not we, huh? And it goes out back to that wall. So we just have that section, that top part, but I'm going to go ahead and paint this right now so my wife can start putting books in it. The top two, if you see they're a little off color, off white, that's because those have been painted. That's the final color. It's called cream or buttermilk or something like that. I don't know. It's milk paint. And then the last thing will be this wall right here. Right now the piano's covering it, but I mean in front of it, but you'll see it someday. Gonna go up and do some more painting on this part because it is finished except for the finish coat of paint. So the most time-consuming, most difficult thing to do is to adjust the scaffolding height. But to do the rest of the painting, I got to do that. So off to adjust the scaffold height. Okay, scaffold adjusted. Now I gotta caulk all the corners and joints and stuff like that. No mistakes yet today. Just straightforward stuff. Okay, so I was painting and caulking, painting and caulking. See, like those up there are painted, finished coat. These I'm in the process. There's with one coat, and these I'm painting one coat and caulking. And I come over to caulk this, and I noticed that I've got 3 screw holes, which I haven't filled. So I had to interrupt what I was doing. Just about the time I went to go get the camera, I noticed that on the one below, there's another screw hole that's not filled. Don't know I'm gonna do that, because it means I have to max up another batch of compound. So, gotta do that, sand it, put some glazing putty on it to fill it up better, and primer, and then start painting again.